Okay, got my ladder all set up. I think first I'm just gonna go up there and see what's up and make my plan from there. So just going to the top. Today I'm working on removing the 2 emergency hatches and replacing them with metal. When I ordered the metal to replace the school bus windows, I also ordered 2 pieces to fit the holes for the emergency hatches. So I'll be using 18 gauge galvanized steel for this project. I opened up the hatch up on top. I think I'm gonna bring a small ladder inside, and I think I can do my work from inside because it's kind of windy today anyway, and I wasn't really comfortable with being up there in the wind, so I think I can do it from inside, most of it. I was really thankful that I put the ladder up on the inside, especially after you saw it nearly fall over when I was heading back down from the top. I made several trips to the roof carrying all my tools and everything that I thought I might need. One of the things that I love about this skoolie project is the fact that I get to basically work out every single day. Okay, I'm up on top, and I think I got all of these screws out. Surprisingly, no, I'm not surprised at all, actually. All but like 2 of them were the same size, and then there was 2 like giant. Anyway, I had to go find new tools to try to get, anyway, they're all out. So what I'm gonna do now is just basically pry the hatch up because it's held down by what looks like maybe old butyl tape. I don't know, some kind of sticky stuff. And I'm gonna pry it up. And then I think the first hatch is done. This black gunk is indeed old butyl tape, or some sort of similar sealer. After seeing how well it worked, not only as an adhesive, but as a sealer as well, it made me glad that I chose to put brand new butyl tape under all of these metal patches. The butyl tape is pretty easy to work with, and it's readily available everywhere. I cleaned and scraped as much of this old butyl tape as I could, and I scrubbed the entire surface to prepare for the new pad. I'm taking all the precautions that I can think of to prevent any future leaks. So I'm using sealant, butyl tape, rivets, and Eternabond tape on top of all of it. I finished these projects months ago, and so far, there's been no leaks. The next day, I was on to removing the second emergency hatch. Thankfully, it wasn't quite as windy this day. And after already doing one of these emergency hatches, I felt like I knew what to do and what not to do to speed up the process. Somehow, during all of the chaos that is most of my days, I mysteriously turned off the audio to my videos, but notice this big ball of butyl tape that was holding and sealing just one of the hatches. It's a new day. Yesterday I finished removing the hatches. Today, so the last 2 days, or the last couple of days that I've been working on the bus, I did the hatches, which meant that when I was up on the roof, a lot of times I just threw the trash right in the bus because I didn't want it out on the driveway. So we have a bus, a mess of a bus at this point. So that's the first thing I'm doing today is cleaning this disaster up. There's screws and bolts all over the floor because I just threw them in. There's trash, it's time to clean. So that's what I'm doing today for the first thing. If you've been watching my video since day one, you know that I'm lucky enough to have a shop right next to the bus that holds all of my tools and supplies so I don't have to keep them all in the bus. I've seen several other bus builders that have to keep all their tools and everything inside, and they have to move it every time they have a new project. And thankfully, I don't have to do that. Working in a nice, clean space makes my brain so much clearer. So today, I've been up on the roof again. When I took the emergency hatches out, I put 2 pieces of metal up there. And today, I spent some time this morning putting tape around the edges of that just for an extra measure to make sure it doesn't leak. Also today, I'm getting ready to take a little break, but I'm also going back up on the roof because today I have some extra tape left. So I want to take off that strobe light in the back because it is leaking, or it was. It's not now because I temporarily patched it, but I want to patch that. I want to take it out, put a new piece of metal in, rivet it just like I did the others, and tape it. I'm going to do that first. And then if I have enough tape left, I'm going to there's a vent in the front on the roof that I want to take off. So my project today, for the rest of the day, is to measure the size of metal that I need. I'm going to use the metal that we cut out for the holes for these windows to patch those. I'm going to cut it. I'm pretty sure my metal shear will cut that metal. So that's my plan, and we will see if it works. But today is one of the last days that it's gonna be nice and warm for the next few weeks at least. So, and it's gonna start raining in a few days. So I wanna make sure to get these projects done and out of the way before it turns cold. So that's what I'm doing today. You know that this spot under the strobe light has been a pain in my neck from day one. It's the spot that has leaked the most and caused the most damage on the roof, and I'm so glad to finally be fixing it. So I'm gonna check right now. I've got my box drawn. I'm gonna check and see if my metal shear tool will even to cut this. If not, I'll use a jigsaw, but I'm gonna see if it cuts it. The metal is 18 gauge. The tool says that it cuts up to 14. So technically it's supposed to, but I may be breaking a blade here in a minute. I'm gonna practice and see. All right, it works. Yes, you probably already noticed that some of my new windows are in. Don't worry, I'll post videos of that process as well. Again, if you follow my videos, you know that this is one of my favorite tools. I use it on so many different projects like this. And if you're planning on doing any sort of metal work in your bus conversion, I highly recommend purchasing something similar. I got it on Amazon. And again, heading back up and down the ladder. I've learned the value of pockets during these projects. I've had several people suggest putting everything in a bucket to carry it up and down. I'm just not sure I trust myself carrying a heavy bucket up and down the ladder. My first step was to pry all the sealant off the light. Again, of all the things that were attached on the roof, and there were several, this is the only place that leaked. And this is also the only place that didn't have butyl tape to seal it. The sealer that was on it was dried and brittle, and it was obvious the water was getting in underneath it. I cleaned and sanded all the areas and then drilled the holes for the rivets. Put butyl tape, sealer, and so on. Then onto the second spot that I was prepping. This spot was towards the front of the bus. It looked like some sort of vent that I removed. I used this piece of metal to seal it. If you want to watch the full journey, make sure to subscribe. It's free.